So in previous class we have seen this type of pattern, and we have seen that this pattern is being based on the value of I, means value of j is totally based on the value of I. So don't forget to watch the lecture number 1. This is the lecture number 1 for a pattern question. So now if we change this pattern, means if we change this pattern, and if our pattern is like this, 1 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4, then 5 5 5 5 5, for this pattern, yes, we are 100% sure that this is the means this is the program that we have to write. But what will be for this? What will be for this type of pattern? This is also a triangular pattern, a right angle triangle. This is also a right angle triangular pattern. But so what we have to do so that we can print this pattern with the number, we have to see both the pattern plus the numbers within it. It can be numbers, it can be digits, it can be anything, some special number. Let's suppose star pattern, anything. That is, we have to look at into the pattern and the number. So for this, what we have to do so that this type of pattern comes. So here we all know that this value of j and I is dependent to each other, is dependent to each other. So here the same programs will run. The program for this kind of pattern, the program will be same, but there will be some changes. Within this portion, there will be some changes. And what are the changes? First of all, you see that in this line of I, the value of j is 1. In this line I, the value of j is 2 2. Means if I is 2, j is also 2 2. Here we see for I, j is 1 and 2. For I second, j is 1 and 2. But here for I second place, means second row, j is 2 2. Means it is the value that is same as I. So here the value of j will depend on the value of I. So here there will be some little changes in printing also, because we have to also check that what are the values that we are printing, whether we are printing 1 2 3 4 5 or 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 2. So this must be checked. Hence here, if you go here in the second line, this inner loop, outer loops, okay, you see that I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus. So this is also running up to fifth row. Hence this line is correct. But if we come to the next line, you see j is equals to 1, j less than equals to previous. For this it was I, and for this also it will be I, because j, the condition here, if you check the condition, the I is also running, and the I is also running and checking the conditions for, means I and j are checking each other. Since I is 2, j will run up to 2. Since I is 3, means I is 3, third row, j is also 3. For I 4, fourth row, j places is 4, 1 2 3 4, 4 places. So this condition is perfect, and j plus plus. Fine. And then if you come down, you can check the system.out.print j. Here the previous one, the value of j is printable, because 1 1 2 means j is starting from the initial stage. Since j is starting from the initial stage, hence we are printing the value of j, means 1. Once j is increased by 2, then we are printing the value of 2 in the third row. Once the value of j is 3, then we are printing 1 2 3, like this. So here it will not be j, because we are not printing as 1 2 or 3 1 2 3 4, not, we are not printing like this way. We are printing the value of I, means I is second, hence j is also 2 2. So here the value of printing will be, the variable will be I, not j, for this question. Why? If you want to see why, then let's draw a rough sketch. Let's see, I, for I1, j is, I checks with 5, goes down, j is 1, j is 1, okay, j is 1. Then j checks with I, j 1 less than equals to 1, fine. Then prints the value of I value printed 1. Once the value of I printed, then again it will, j, the value of j will increase by 1. Now the value of j is 2. Once the value of j is 2, 2 checks with I is 1. This condition doesn't matches, comes out of this inner loop and goes to the next line, that is cursor on the next line. Fine. And now I, the value of I will now change. Why? It will again increase. From here it will go up and it will increase by 1, that is now the value of I is 2. 2 checks with 5, condition matches, comes down, I, then a fresh loop starts and the value of j is 1. Again for the fresh loop, the value of j starts from 1. 1 checks with 5, means 1 checks with I, 1 checks with I is 2, comes down, prints the value of I, not j. I is 1, not 2, I is 2, hence 2 prints. Once it goes up, j increases by 1. Now the j value is 2. 2 checks with I is 2. Fine. 2 checks with 2. Now condition matches, comes down, print the value of I is what? I is 2. Hence 2 prints. If this, for the previous question, if this was j, then 1 and 2, this would get printed. But since we have changed this value for this pattern, the value of printing will be I, because this is totally depending on the printing statement. Hence I is printed too. Now goes up, j is increased by again 1, then j is 3. 3 doesn't matches, 3 is not less than 2, means this is not right. Hence loop ends here, goes to the next line. I is increased by 3. I is now increased by 3. Once the value of I is increased by 3, then I is now 3. Once the value of I is 3, checks with 5, goes down, j is again starting from 1. Hence now 1 less than equals to I, 1 less than equals to 3, comes down, prints the value of I, not j. If it would have been means j, then 1 2 3 this kind of printing would have been. But now since the j's value is again running from 1, comes down, prints the value of I is 3, hence 3 will be printed. Again j is increased by 1, that is 2. 2 checks with I, comes down, prints the value of I is again 3. Again increases by, then again 3. Once it will 4, it will be 4, it will go out of this loop and it will go to the next line. Now the value of I is 4. Now the value of I is 4. Once the value of I is 4, 4 checks with 5, again comes down, I, then j starts from 1. 1 checks with 4, comes down, prints the value of I, means 4. 4 4 4 4, and then again 5 5 5 5 and 5. So what we have seen in this lecture, that this printing statement depends on the value of I and j. Whether you will means placing the value of I or we are placing the value of j, it will be totally dependent. So while doing any program on this, try to compare and try to means go by rough, that value of I is changing, value of j is changing, like this way. Try to do the rough so that every program is correct. Okay, so today's lecture ends here, and this is the triangle pattern that we have completed. Again there are many numbers and all, we will all do this one by one. So for HW, for homework, what you can do, print this type of pattern and you can share it in comment section. This is a triangular pattern again. Star, first star, second row 2 star, third row 3 star, fourth row 4 star, fifth row 5 star, like a 5-star hotel, right? Hence our lecture ends here. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you like it. Okay, tada. Be good, be safe, and take care all.